It's me, your favorite girl. I'm back again with another video, and I know nobody's watching, but I'm still gonna continue doing this because I just want to talk about things that I love. And today I'm going to talk about my favorite movies. I was actually supposed to film another video. Actually, I didn't know what I was going to film today, but I had time to film today, so I was like, I don't know what I'm going to film, but I need to do something. So I first started to do something like reading my old poems and stuff, and then I stopped doing it because it got a little emotional to me. I was like, to me, I can't really bear, I can't do I can't go back and read stuff that I wrote and think about that the time I wrote it, and then I feel sad, and nostalgia is really soul crushing to me, and then I just stopped reading it. And so I thought of another idea, and I thought I should be talking about my favorite movies of all time. And I have with me 5 of my favorite movies. So first of all, I'm going to start talking about my favorite movies of all time. My top 5 favorite movies. For me as a person, favorite movies kind of means movies that I watch and then it makes me cry, and then it's kind of sticks with me, the whole storyline and what the movie was trying to convey. The whole thing just sticks with me a lot, and the movies like that are kind of my favorite movies of all time. These movies I'm never gonna forget because I really the movies really have a lesson that I'm going to continue thinking about in my life, or lessons that I'm going to adopt into my life. Movies that really stuck with me even after I watched them, and movies that I kept thinking about every day, and movies that really gave me a reason to live. And that's what I'm going to talk about today. And I love movies. If you're somebody who enjoys watching movies and stuff, you probably might like me because I love watching movies and stuff. So I'm going to dive in, and the first favorite movie, I have 5 of them. So my first one is going to be La La Land, and my first one is La La Land, but that doesn't mean I love La La Land above all the other movies. I'm going to say later, I love La La Land, but doesn't mean that it's the first movie. I made a list, and the La La Land is at the top of the list, but that doesn't mean I like La La Land more than the other movies I'm going to mention later. I don't like movies more than the other movie. These are just movies that I like. It doesn't have to be I like this movie more than that movie. Not like that. So anyway, the first one is La La Land. La La Land is an amazing movie. If you haven't watched La La Land, it's great. It has Emma Stone and Ryan Gosling in it, and I'm a big fan of Ryan Gosling's work and stuff. So to me, La La Land is an amazing movie, and a lot of people don't watch it because it's unrealistic, because it has dancing and songs and stuff. I kind of don't understand why people why people don't watch movies because it's unrealistic and it has songs and stuff, because it's a movie. It's supposed to be unrealistic. It's supposed to be fun. It's a movie. It could have songs and dances if it wants. It's a musical. The movie it shows it has songs to convey so many of the inner monologue and struggles of the characters in the story, and it's a really amazing movie, and I love it. I love La La Land. It's a cinematic masterpiece, and every single frame the movie has is beautiful, and it's so aesthetically pleasing. At the same time, the story is amazing, and I'll recommend anybody to watch La La Land at any time of the day. I tell everybody I meet, please go watch La La Land, and they don't, but that's okay, because they just don't get me. They don't understand. But to me, La La Land is the most amazing thing it as I've ever watched. It's a beautiful movie, and yes, the movie did make me cry, because of the ending, but really it's a good ending. Some would say, but the movie kind of like made me like kind of destroyed me, but it also talks about like it also just means you have to make certain sacrifices to follow your dreams. Like in the movie, these characters either have to choose each other or their dreams, and they chose their dreams, but it's okay because they're like soulmates and they'll always know each other. And in the monologue, and not the monologue, the epilogue, I think that's what it's called, the epilogue, when Mia meets Sebastian again and he starts playing their song, and there's like a super cut of how it could have been, how their life could have been if they chose each other instead of their dreams. And in that, they're both not following their dreams. He does not have a jazz club, and she's not an actress in the supercut. That's because if they lived like that, then they wouldn't have become what they wanted to be, but they would have chosen each other. But they're still happy as they are now, but they could have been happier if they chose each other, but they chose their dreams, and it's really just about following dreams, and it's oh my god, it's an amazing movie. The next movie that I have for you is Dead Poets Society. Dead Poets Society is an amazing movie. No, I just keep saying amazing movie for every movie, but I feel like Dead Poets Society is not for everybody because, I don't know, certain reasons. Like, I don't think everybody can watch Dead Poets Society and be like happy with it, because if you haven't watched the movie, spoiler alert, the main character dies. So I can imagine a lot of people watching the movie and feeling like the movie isn't good enough, or the movie is just pointless. But I love the movie. As a fellow poet myself at heart, I love the movie because it really is everything that I've been looking for in every person I meet. Because every time I talk to somebody about my dreams, I just want them to say stuff that Mr. Keating says in the movie. The professor, the teacher, I think his name is Mr. Keating, right? Yeah, what he says about poetry and about being human and emotion and experiencing human life and things that he talks about the way he talks about life and poetry and English and stuff like that, just it really made me so much happy to think about it, because I've always been thinking about it, and it's the kind of way I want to look at life. And after that movie, I can look at life like that. And it's a really amazing movie, and I wish I had a teacher like that in my real life, but I don't. Like, I really wish I had like a good English teacher like that, but I don't. But it's also about like teenage spirit, because you can see Nwanda, a character in the story, being absolutely like, he gets changed and he's like really excited, and then like it's like about like, and they go and like and they meet at the cave and they do the Dead Poet Society thing, and they form this society, the secret society in the school. And it's really just about like the teenage spirit of life and dreams and everything. And then also parents and adults all around us telling us that you should not follow all these dreams that you have when you're a teenager, because you're a teenager. You're not supposed to listen to your thoughts. Like, that's what everybody says, because mental health matters until it's a teenager. Then it's just hormones, right? And it's like the struggle of like being misunderstood by everybody, by adults, because you're a teenager. And being a teenager, you know what you want, but everybody around you is like, no, you can't have that. And adults or your parents forcing you to become someone else, become a doctor and stuff, when all you really want to do is art, really. And it's amazing movie, and it really like gives you a lot of perspective. It gave me a lot of perspective. And the the message that really stuck with me after watching the movie, or something that led me on after watching the movie, was the phrase "carpe diem." It's a Latin phrase which means "seize the day," and the whole movie just follows that, basically. Like, every time you have like a thing, oh, I want to do that, but then you're waiting to do that because you feel like that's not the right time. What if you don't have a right time? What if this is the right moment and you're waiting and you're wasting it? Like, seize the day. Do it right now. Stop waiting and do it right now. It's like, seize the day. Like, this is your day. Make it yours. Make it count. Because what if this is all you've got? And, like, oh my god, that's like such a thing for me. And it has led me on to live as long as I have. And it's a great movie. It's a great, amazing movie. The next movie I want to talk about is Jojo Rabbit. Now, Jojo Rabbit is underrated. I don't think everybody talks about this enough because it is an amazing movie. It's really great, Jojo Rabbit. It's a movie with like Scarlett Johansson, and it's really just about it takes place in the during the time of Second World War in Germany, and it's like a tragic comedy set in a historic time. And it's about this kid, and this kid, he's called Jojo Rabbit, right? And he has an imaginary best friend. Like, he doesn't have a real best friend, he just has an imaginary best friend. And guess who that is? It's Hitler. And Hitler is telling him to do things and do that, and then at the end of the day he starts pushing away Hitler, and it's about like how war is pointless, and everybody is going to tell you to do this and do that and be strong, and you have to fight, and you have to kill your enemies, and you have to fight for your country, and you have to fight, you have to kill, you have to make violence and stuff like that, because that's how kids were raised during the time of the war, and that's how Hitler wanted kids to be growing up, because he wanted the kids to fight and do like wrestling and fist fight and stuff like that, because he wanted the kids to have like an iron heart and start like to fight for the country. And in the movie, the main protagonist, Jojo Rabbit, is like a 11-year-old boy, I think, and he's like constantly, I want to fight for the country, I need to do this for the country, I need to fight, I need to be stronger, and he's like, and all of that stuff. But he doesn't realize that there's so many people dying because of the war, and he doesn't realize that so many people have lost their lives because of war, until he finds a Jewish girl living inside their basement. And there's so many like good lines, and Scarlett Johansson's character in the movie is an amazing character. I've always loved Scarlett Johansson's character. I don't think she has a name in the movie, I don't know, but she is an amazing character, and one of the lines she says is, "We have to dance to show God that we're grateful to be alive." And it's like it's like looking at things and being happy for the little things in life, and she's always dancing. The Scarlett Johansson's character is always dancing, and Jojo Rabbit is asking, "Why are you always dancing? Why are you so happy, mother?" And she's like, "We have to dance to show God that we're grateful to be alive." And she's always dancing because you have life. No matter how much of a dark situation you're living in, or like how much of a dark time you're going through, you're alive. That's reason enough to be celebrating it. You're alive. You are alive. Have you ever thought of it that way? And it's really just, I love it. I love it. And in the end of the movie, there is a message that says, "Let everything happen to you, beauty and terror. No feeling is final." And it's really, I love it, because I look at life as like a thing. Like, everybody around me is desperately trying to understand life. But you don't have to understand life. You just have to feel it. You're living and you're alive so you can feel life. So you can have feelings. You don't need to understand any of it. You just have to feel it. And you have to understand that feelings are are temporary. No feeling is ever final. If you're feeling happy right now, it's gonna go away. And then if you're feeling sad right now, you have to remember that's also temporary. It's gonna go away and you're gonna be happier soon. And if you're in pain right now, pain isn't forevermore. It's gonna be gone. It's temporary. Everything in life is temporary. It's gonna get better before. It's gonna get better, and you have to. And I don't know, living with like thinking or like looking at life that way is just amazing. And watching these movies just makes me want to be grateful for being alive. And I love the feeling. And I love Jojo Rabbit. Happy in the haze of a drunken heart, and heaven knows I'm miserable now. Oh, you're back. So I was talking about Jojo Rabbit. That's my third favorite movie. My fourth favorite movie is The Perks of Being a Wallflower. That's a long name. The Perks of Being a Wallflower is such an amazing movie, and it made me cry uncontrollably. I was crying till I could like have no tears left. It was a beautiful movie, and it's really about like an awkward, introverted, socially awkward, depressed teenager experiencing high school, and he has he makes two friends, and these two friends becomes this whole new world, and he's experiencing all these good things and nice things, but he's also going through his mental health and stuff like that, and he's constantly having flashbacks and stuff about his past. And then in the end is when you like realize what was wrong with him, the disease, and who caused it and everything. It's a really amazing movie, and one of the things I love about the movie is I am also a socially awkward, introverted teenager that had been battling with depression for 2 years without even realizing it. And watching that just made me happy, but it's also made me feel a bit jealous. Because you see, in the movies, when a socially awkward, introverted, depressed teenager goes to high school for the first time, he's going to have a hard time and he's going to get bullied, but then he's going to find friends and like two new best friends, and there's going to be a trio, and then these two friends are going to become his whole new world, and they're going to change his life forever. But the thing is, that's in movies. I was a socially awkward, introverted, depressed girl, and I went to high school, and let's just say I did make friends after getting bullied a lot, and they don't talk to me anymore, and I try so hard to reach out to them and say hello, and they just don't care anymore. Because they moved on and they have new friends, and I guess I have new friends. Hell, I have a new best friend now, but the people that I used to talk to before, they just moved on. And I have this thing where I really desperately just want to have a best friend and hold on to that person until I die. Just one person, just one person forever. Just your own person, your favorite person, have a person of your own. And I really want to do that, but every single friend I have that I call my best friend have disappeared from my life, or they're not going to be here forever. I know it, because we're going to go to different schools, and I'm going to go to a different country, and things are going to change, and nobody's going to be there for me forever, except my parents, and they're my parents. I can't go around calling them my best friend. So I was very jealous when I saw the movie, but I overall really love the movie because it also provides this message that you've probably heard before. It's we accept the love we think we deserve, and it's a really amazing quote and a really amazing lesson, because so many of the people around us think that it's like so many of the people like settle for the bad people, like settle for the little things in life, because that's what they think they deserve. That's what they determine their worth to be, and it's just, and that quote really like describes so many of the characters, so many of the relationships of the characters in the story. And the story has Emma Watson in it, and in the story, I mean in the movie, there's a scene where three friends and they're going in a truck, and then a song comes on the radio, and Emma Watson's character immediately says we have to go through the tunnel, and there's a big tunnel, and as the song is playing, Emma Watson's character, her name is Sam puts her head up outside through the roof of the truck, and she does this, and she feels as the wind is caressing her hair, and she's hearing that song, and the main character describes that feeling as being infinite. And the song that's playing is Heroes by David Bowie, and every time I listen to that song, I just keep thinking about feeling like that and going under the tunnel, because I want to experience that, and I know exactly what it feels like. I kind of already know what it feels like without experiencing it, and I want to experience that feeling, the feeling of being infinite. And it's a really amazing movie. I don't know how to explain it. You have to watch it to know it. And of course, again, this movie is probably not also for everybody, because I can imagine so many people watching it and being like, why was this movie ever created? But it's a really good movie. And okay, the next one I'm going to say is going to be a bit different from all the other movies I've listed, but this is the fifth of my favorite movies, and this is the last one. This movie is the Batman from 2022, I think, with Robert Pattinson as Batman. No, I love Robbie Patts, and I love Batman. I have a Batman obsession, if you didn't know. I have a really bad Batman obsession, and I watched this movie, The Batman, and you have no idea how I was like, this is the best Batman movie I've ever watched. It's amazing. It's beautiful. And it's never even boring. And it feels like it's really like clever, because the villain in the story is the Riddler. And the Riddler is giving Batman all these like puzzles, and Batman is solving them one by one, because Batman is actually like, Bruce Wayne is like a clever person, you know, because he has so many gadgets and stuff, that he's also like really smart rather than as well as rich. Like, he's smart and rich. So, and stuff like that. But what I really loved about this Batman movie is also that mostly in almost all the Batman movies, Bruce Wayne is portrayed as like a playboy kind of person. Like Iron Man, like a playboy person. But this one, Bruce Wayne is actually a very depressed weirdo. He's the most depressed person you've ever seen. Robert Pattinson's Bruce Wayne is really like, he takes like a different approach to Batman and Bruce Wayne. Like, Robert Pattinson showed like, what if Bruce Wayne was actually a very depressed person? And honestly, he did it well, and it's like a very depressed Bruce Wayne. And the Catwoman in the movie is Zoe Kravitz, and she also did a great job portraying Catwoman. And I think she's like fit for the role of being Catwoman, because she has that face. She has that face card. And I really loved about this movie, another thing is that Bruce Wayne or like Robert Pattinson, he has like eyeliner everywhere, and it's like I don't know how he does it, but it's like in every single Batman movie, I think when the Batman is wearing the cowl, the area around the eye is always covered with like a black powder eyeliner thing, makeup, basically. And it's done in every movie. It's also done in The Dark Knight. I've noticed it's done in Batman Begins and stuff like that. But it doesn't show that when he takes the cowl off, this makeup remains, you know. And in this movie, it really shows because in the movie, it shows that Bruce Wayne, before putting on the cowl, he takes a second to apply this whole thing and then put the cowl on. And when he takes the cowl off, this whole thing is spreaded around his face, and it's really hot. Yeah, it's really hot, and it's amazing. I love it. And the movie also has a message. It's vengeance won't change the past, mine or anyone else's. We have to become more. And I really love it. I love it because it does also the job of it also does the job of portraying the Batman as like a symbol of hope for the people in Gotham City. And also Bruce Wayne or Batman not losing hope in the people or in the city, because even when everybody says that Gotham City can't change, and it's unchangeable, it's the way it is, Batman still like believes that he can make it better. And I love it. I love the movie. It's an amazing movie. So I talked a lot and I bored you with everything. And I just want to say thank you for listening to me yap on about my favorite movies. And if any of the movies I talked about is your favorite, please comment down below about whether you liked it or not. And if you didn't like these movies, please tell me why, because I'd like to know. Because none of the people that I have like interacted with in real life has watched any of these movies for me to talk to them about it or know their opinions. So like, please, if you watch the movie, if you like it, tell me why, and if you don't, tell me why. I just want to know. Like, I want to know. I'm just genuinely just very curious to know. So please comment down below, and if you like this video, please like it. Please like click the like button. Please, if you like it. You don't have to do it if you don't. But if you like it, please click the like button. And if you want to see more of my videos, and if you liked me as a person, or the way I make my videos, you can subscribe, I guess. Yeah. If you have any video suggestions, you can also comment that down below, because I would genuinely love to see your suggestions and stuff like that, and I would try out your suggestions if I am capable of doing it, because I don't really have. Hey, this is June's editor here, and I just wanted to let you know that June did in fact go on a 5-minute yapping session about I don't know what. I just wanted to let you know that I did in fact cut it out for you, so